Hey everyone, I'm Kim with Kim's Gifts and Decor. I hope everyone is having a great Thursday. Hey Albert, how are you? I hope you're having a great Thursday. How's your weather? Is it any warmer? I am doing the new basket for the inserts and the Mardi Gras insert itself. So I hope everyone's, don't forget. I know, I did. I muted it and he already called. I didn't know. I have been under the weather. I missed the last couple. I was watching up until Michelle. I started watching Michelle and she was going to make that big duck. And then I had to lay down for a bit. I wasn't feeling well. Hey Debbie, how are you? Hey Janine, how are you? I have to go back and watch your live, Debbie. I wasn't feeling real good. I didn't know if I was going to actually be on or not, and I'm going to see how long I'm going to make it today, but during the live, so I figured I'd do something kind of easier. So I do have to go back and watch your replay, Michelle's, and Mrs. P's. I apologize. Hey Jody, how are you? Hey Tanya, how are you? So I'm just doing the new basket with the handle, and then probably if we can get through it, the Mardi Gras insert for the small basket. Hey Carly, how are you? Haven't seen you in a bit. I'm not feeling real good today, y'all, so I didn't want to ditch on you, so I figured I would try to get through it and do something a little easier. But I wanted to do this new basket, so it kind of worked out. Hey, Janelle, how are you? Hope you're doing well. How's the weather by you? But I will rewatch you, Debbie. I'm sorry. So I am baby wiping burnt umber on the front of the basket. See if I can make it through, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna hurl at any moment. And then this is only one-sided. It's not double-sided, only because you have the handle that goes on the back here, and then you'd have that big gap. You can see one day. There's a lot I have to do too, Janine. Just not enough time in a day. But so this is only one-sided, where I do like to do mine double-sided, if you see, where I've got one dark and then one light. But with the basket handle here, you'd have this gap if you put on the other side, and then you've got the front. So it is just, unfortunately, one-sided. I think it's that nasty bug going around. Made its way here. Hope everyone else is staying well. So I do have to finish watching Michelle, see how her duck turned out. I saw that she wanted to do that duck on that flower pot that she had. And I did not catch Debbie yet. I need to catch her. And then Mrs. P. I did lay down for a bit, so. But I did have a few people order these new baskets, so I did want to get this done. Janine, your cutting board came out really cute. I have to make one of those. Not the cutting board, the cookbook holder. I need to make one of those myself, but I can't decide what I want to do on it. And that was a really good idea with the for the iPad and stuff. That sits on there really nice. You're at 41 today? Holy cow. We're up in the 70s, and I think I have a fever because I am freezing. I actually have the heater on under my feet, and I am freezing. And I had my fireplace on. And it's supposed to be pretty warm until next week, and then it's going to go in the upper 50s again for the highs. which is more normal for Georgia, at least my part of Georgia. So, and I am going to hit the back side of this little rail because you're going to put it on the front here, and you will see the plain wood if you don't do that back side. 2 to 3 weeks? Oh, don't even say that, Janelle. There's no way I can do that. I have to go up for my grandson's 3rd birthday. It happens to be the week for Mrs. P's, the whole fundraising cause for Mrs. P. So I'm not going to be around on Thursday, but I will be crafting for that extravaganza on Monday. And then I think what I make for on Monday for the extravaganza, I'm going to donate for Mrs. P's cause. So I guess that's what we're all doing. We're all donating what we're making for that week, from my understanding. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Hi, Karen. Sorry if I missed anybody. Sugar Snob Designs, welcome. I know, I can't. Oh, it is. I gotta. Too much going on, you know? You know how that goes, but that's when you end up getting sick, right? So, and you have a new little baby, don't you, Janelle? New little baby to the family. I thought you might have had to go to Florida to see the new one. So this is the Deco Art Americana. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a Deco Art Americana Burnt Umber. Are you going to go to Florida, Janelle? And Janine was smart. She wore gloves. I keep saying I need to. Thank you for sprinkling. I keep saying I need to wear gloves, and I never do. I just need to put some in here when I think about it, because then when I need them, they're not here. And then it's too late. Let's see what I have for a darker brown. Melted chocolate is a darker brown. I'm just going to take a little bit and go in a little bit through where the weaves are, just a little bit through the center, and then a little bit on the edges with the Apple Barrel melted chocolate. Hey, Cece, how are you? Later this month or in March. It's not real dark. I'm going to put a tad of black in there and mix it. I know I have a darker one, but I'm not prepared today, y'all. Not feeling too well, so not very prepared. So we're just going to make do. So that made it just a tad darker, which will work for me. Hey, Michelle, how are you? So I'm going to take the edge of the dabbers, the finger dabbers that I like from Hobby Lobby. Get most of it off here, and then just go along the edge here, just to give it a little dark shadow. And then we're going to do the same around the basket. handle here. See how it just makes that pop a little bit? And then it'll pop a little bit more once we do our dots and my dots and dashes. I call it dots and dashes. You guys can call it whatever you want, but I say dots and dashes. And I'll do the inside here. I love these finger daubers. I used to use the baby wipes, which I liked a lot, but it would take some of it off. Where now I find myself just using the baby wipe if I put too much on, and then it comes off right away. It's still cold in Buffalo, I guess. Michelle, what is the weather by you right now? I think it was in the 40s, my mom said today. And then we have this basket part here. With my luck, there'll be a blizzard when I go in. You're so awesome, you can't stand it. Yes, you are, Michelle. It's a good thing I set my alarm. I set my alarm for 4:15 so I could get up and get in the shower real quick. Otherwise, I would have slept right through it, y'all. I would have slept through, y'all. Then you really would have been ticked off. And then I'm just taking the edge of this and going over each like layer, just a little bit over where the layers are. So it looks like it's highlighted on each layer. It's 32 and starting a freezing rain. My mom did say something about it raining and then freezing. Now that you said that, Michelle. Not good. And then they say 6 more weeks of winter. Ugh. So I'm going to set this on the side to dry before I do my dots and dashes on this guy, and we will start the insert. And then I'm just taking the baby wipe that's wet a little bit and just kind of going over it so it kind of blends it just a tad in each layer. So it just looks like it's blended in more. And I'm going to let that dry. And then I have this Mardi Gras insert. While I have this, I'm going to do the back of it. Burnt umber. To do all the back of mine burnt umber. I don't like it, the plain wood showing. Janine knows I yell at her all the time about that. Janine, don't leave it plain in the back. It drives me crazy. But y'all do you. I do me, you do you. Everyone has their own ways of doing things, and everything looks wonderful. Everyone puts their own spin on it. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? You like that look? I'm glad. Thank you. You'll have to send me a picture when you paint yours, Janelle. Now, you can do either yellow or a gold for the Mardi Gras. Make sure I got this right. If I was going to do yellow, the yellow I would do would be Bright Yellow by Deco Art Americana, but I kind of want to go a little goldy. So I'm going to do Apple Barrel King's Gold, which is like a mustardy goldy color here. So this is the King's Gold. The purple that I have is Apple Barrel Purple Pansy. Hey Sam, how are you? And then the green I have is the Hobby Lobby Crafters Collection Shamrock. Or you can do the other Shamrock if you have any of that left. But the Christmas green, I just didn't like that Christmas green. But I do like that Shamrock color. You just got home from doing laundry. Oh, Sam, I don't know how you can do that all the time. God bless you. And then we have our balls, his tassels. That didn't sound good, did it? No, it didn't. But we have his tassels too, that we're gonna do that goldish King's Gold. We're just gonna leave it like that, y'all. We're gonna leave it right there. No, I'm not feeling too good today, sorry. I'm just trying to do something. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. And I had a couple people buy the basket. And then Mardi Gras, I looked it up March 4th. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well do this insert real quick then. And then I can put a finished picture of it on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop. So I figured I'd do these two real quick and see where we stood there then. So I apologize if I'm a little out of it today or not with it. And then put this to the side. We have this bottom piece here will be gold as well. So we'll do that King's Gold. It's like a, not a gold, but a mustardy gold and not a bright yellow. And then I will highlight with the finger dauber in white. Now the two side pieces I'm going to do is that purple. Let me just put another piece of tape down instead of farting around with that. The balls of the jester. Yes, the balls of the jester hat, for sure. Thank you so much. That puppy, he just wanted to play with Ralph that whole time today, didn't he? That was too cute, Cece. I hope you enjoy him. I know I heard you were saying that you wanted to get a female, but you just fell in love with that little guy, didn't you? So we're going to do these two sides, that purple pansy. You and Ralph have to be having a ball with him. And I forgot to bring my rubbing alcohol over for my fingers, because I didn't prep anything, so my edges are going to be all wet, y'all. And then this is the center one. The center one there, we're going to do that green. And this is that shamrock. that will definitely need another coat. So we're going to let that dry. Then we're going to come back in and do our dots and dashes. Big difference with that second coat, huh? But yeah, Janine, so now that they said that idea with that cookbook holder, I kind of want one for my iPod. But I don't know what front to put on it for the iPad. For the iPad, not the iPod, but the iPad, because I don't really want it to do with baking. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I thought that was a great idea. All right. Now, let's get some of this together here. I'm going to glue this on. I like the Loctite super glue. This is my full one. And then don't glue right in the center here where you're going to have your hole. A lot of times I forget and then I plop it right there. I'll hold this a second. Hey Christine, welcome. And I'm going to use Harley's toothbrush on the, not the basket, but the Mardi Gras hat that insert. And then we've got this one, and the same thing. Don't be careful that you don't put the glue where that hole is for the inserts. So I'm gonna probably have to do another basket because I do want a white one and I want a brown one. Some of the inserts I have, I'd like with the carrots and stuff, I'd really like possibly with the white basket. So I'm gonna have to end up making a white one too. So then when I do the white one, I'll do a, probably like a cocoa in the lines. Cocoa or a honey brown. What is this one? Even the milk chocolate wouldn't be bad to give it your little highlights like that. So now I'll do some dots and dashes. Let me move this out of my way real quick. And then remember, always shake your dots and dashes pen with the lid on. Otherwise it's gonna go all over. Another coat on top of these real quick before I do my dots and dashes. So then hopefully that'll be ready. That should be it then. White and cream, you think? White and cream, you say. Maybe white and like a light mocha? White and light mocha? What do you think about this one, Albert? White and light mocha? What do you think of that one? That would work. Or the milk chocolate might be a little too dark. So I'm just gonna go through here a little bit. And then I will go. Hey Desiree, how are you? Oh, here's the sirens. Something's going on. I think they're done. I'm working on the Easter basket and the Mardi Gras insert because I'm not very well prepared. I didn't feel well today. And then we will glue it onto the base. I still have the truck insert I need to do, y'all. I completely forgot about that until now. And it looks like I did the wrong base. Oh, yay. Which I did. Whoops. Yep. Well, we'll have a base for something else, but of course I did. So with Mardi Gras being in a month, I wanted to do the insert for the Mardi Gras and then the Easter basket. We'll let that dry real quick. Hey Pam, how are you? I apologize, Mrs. P. I didn't watch your live yet. I'm not feeling too well, so I have to go back and rewatch it. I have to do yours, Debbie's, and the rest of Michelle's. Now I'm going to take the finger dauber again with the white. And then highlight the outside there. Outside here. I hope you're doing well, Mrs. P. And then a little bit on those gesture balls. I think I'm going to add a little bit of the white vertigo right here as well on the tips of the crown. Hey Mom, how are you? So now, I'm gonna glue these on, and then, hey Lydia, how are you? And then I am going to use the toothbrush for my splattering. Well, not mine. We all know I use Harley's toothbrush for that, but you know. And I'm gonna splatter before I put the gesture balls on. Hey Miss Judy, how are you? And then we have the green. Hey Cindy, how are you? You're tired. What have you been doing, Judy? I had high hopes on getting stuff organized this year after the new year. It didn't work out. But see how it's like that goldish, it's like the King's Gold is that goldish yellow. It's like a mustardy goldish yellow. And you can use a bright yellow if you wanted to, but let's get rid of this tape. And then I'm going to take that dark one again and go around the edge here. Seeing as how I messed up and grabbed the wrong base. So we're going to let that dry. We're gonna move our balls out of the way, and then we're gonna splatter the jester hat here. And this is the other thing I need my gloves for. You had doctor's office issues, Pam? Oh no. I do recall you saying something about that. And then I'm going to do the edges in brown. I'm going to do the edges in brown, y'all, on my basket and the jester hat. And that's the other thing, you know, if you watch me, I love to finish my edges. And then we've got this. And this is starting to dry out. So we will get rid of this one and get a different one for the jester hat. There we go. And then from me doing the makeup sponge, the edges, it does seep over on the edges some. And even from cutting from the laser, I like to make sure it's all finished off and gone over. So even if there are parts I use markers on, I still do go over. And then we have the little balls here, his little gesture balls. You have to get this basket with the Easter insert. You have an Easter insert coming, I think, already, Albert. One of them. I think you got the bunny with the eggs or something. That would look really cute with that. For sure. What color are you going to do yours, Albert? Are you going to do it the brown, or are you going to do it the white and the cream? And then the ball. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Thank you for joining. So we've had a full day, which has been wonderful, y'all. I'll go over the schedule. Let me hit this insert real quick. That way it's not bare wood. Shelby started off this morning with Designs by T-Rex from 5 to 7. Unfortunately, Carly was not on this week. I think she had to take her kids this week, so we missed her. But then we had Ginger at 8 o'clock with Glitzy Creations by Ginger. 9 o'clock was Teresa with Flower Town Crafts. 10 o'clock was Jan Ann with Uniquely Chic by Jan Ann. 11 o'clock, hey Jill, how are you? With Cece with Dragonflies and Hearts. 12 o'clock was Janine with Georgia Morning Glories. 1 o'clock was Catherine with Down a Flagstone Path. 2 o'clock was Michelle with Crafty Ma'am. 3 o'clock was Debbie with Paper Sweeties. Before me was Pam, Crafting with Mrs. P. After me is Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner. At 6, 7 o'clock is Jenny with Colossal Creations, and she just popped on. And then at 8 o'clock is Raymond with the Evercrafter. So make sure you watch all of them. Here we go. So we have our basket here. Now I'm going to glue this in. You don't have to, especially if you're going to store it or whatever, but I'm going to leave mine up all the time, so I am going to glue it. But it does fit snug, so you won't have to do that if you didn't want to. And then I am going to put my gesture balls on. And I want the highlighting that I did to kind of be on the top of the gesture balls. So I am lining that up. And then seeing as how I have those on now, I will go through with the brown again and get around there. And then we need to highlight. What? Are you kidding, Albert? That's kind of out of the way, wouldn't you say? I don't understand what they're doing. That makes no sense whatsoever. It sounds to me like it went on the wrong truck or something. You do have 2 packages coming though, because I didn't know how long, I didn't want to hold anything up. So I've got the inserts and all that in one, and then your 2 shamrock cutters colors in the other. So you do have 2 packages coming. Are you seeing 2, Albert? Or just 1? That's really weird. And then we're going to do our dots and dashes. Only one? Okay, I'll check on that for you, Albert. So then we have our little gesture hat with our dots and dashes. And I really like that, that King's Gold. And then let me show you the gesture hat in this basket. Oh my God. So we got this one here for the regular basket. And then let me put the love in the Easter basket here. And then we have the love in the little Easter basket here. Isn't that cute? What do you think? But I am going to make a white one as well. Thanks, Michelle. And then here's the, let's see the gesture hat in here, the apple basket. And you got it in this one. Got like that one too. I do have to do the back of the truck. Get that one done. So we have that one. So there we go. So I'll give you guys a little break. I've had about enough. I'm not feeling good. Thank you for joining me. If you could please watch Sam. She's up at 6 o'clock with Kome's Crafting Corner. Then Jenny's at 7 with Colossal Creations. And then 8 o'clock is Raymond with the Evercrafter. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys. Thank you.